Here's the snapback. Here's the kick. He's got the leg into it. If it is good, and it is! Austin Starr, a 49-yard field goal, and Indiana leads 27-24.
Oh, it's an end around, one to throw. Page looking at the quarterback, and it's a touchdown! Page finds Leno!
Penix rolling out of the pocket to his strong hand. Delivers deep down the field. Caught, touchdown! Fried Fogel again.
Let's talk about a couple walk-on quarterbacks battling over an old wooden bucket. Welcome to the LEO podcast. I'm your host, Michael Bragg. You can find me on Twitter at Bragley. That's Braggley. I'm here with my co-host. You can find him on Twitter. It's at Brandon Dubich. Brandon spelled traditionally Dubich, D-U-B-I-C-H. What's up, Brando?
One more game.
One more game.
For the singular bucket.
For all the marbles in the bucket.
In the bucket.
Yes.
Let's chat Big Ten football.
Let's do it. The biggest rivalry game of the weekend in the conference.
Obviously.
And unfortunately, joining us, dancing in the background for some reason, because for the first time in, I don't know, like 3 years, they might be going to a bowl. So is producer Seth. You can block him on Twitter.
What SEC team are they going to get blown out by? Kentucky?
They won't put Auburn on the weekend, so maybe it'll be Kentucky.
Kentucky will dollywop Purdue.
Yes. Again, just block him on Twitter. It's at Say Top 5, SETAH5. Let's get into it. We're going to talk a little bit of pigskin. The 2-9 Hoosiers, 0-8 in conference. And I've got some pretty funny things that I was looking up earlier today. Are going to travel up to the stinky part of the state, West Lafayette, and take on the Purdue Boilermakers, who are 7-4, 5-3 in conference. They were battling for the West crown until we let Minnesota beat us so that they couldn't have it. So the funny thing I was talking about is I'm looking at leaders. So they have season leaders on ESPN. So they show Michael Penix, still our season leader. He has not played since the Penn State game. Ladies and gentlemen, the Penn State game took place on, give me the exact date here, October the 3rd, which was week number 5, I believe, right, Brandon, of the season.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, he has not played for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, and is still our leading passer for the season. Our leading rusher, Stephen Carr, who has not played in the last 2 games, has 160 yards more than Purdue's leading rusher somehow. And we're not going to talk about the receiving yards. So I just thought that was funny. We're not trying to compare or talk any smack on that part of it. I just thought that was funny. Let's talk about Purdue's wins and losses, I guess. Couple funny losses, I think, a little like funny smelling losses, and then some decent wins. Oregon State, Connecticut, Illinois, Iowa, which was weird, Nebraska, Michigan State, and Northwestern, all dubs. And then the losses come to Notre Dame, Minnesota, Wisconsin, and yeah, the score was a lot closer against Ohio State than what the actual game was. But that was their last loss. No, Seth, stop it. I can't say much. I mean, it was, yeah, you guys scored more than us. So, yeah, I can't say much there. But, yeah, that was not close. So, that's what we're at. They are clearly better than us this year. So, this will be a fun game on Saturday. Let's talk about it, though. We got a little bit of football history to go through here. It looks like, according to the internet, which is never wrong, they lead the series 74-42 with 6 ties, but they are currently on a 1-game losing streak. as they say. Bucket is home where it belongs. And,
I got a question.
Yeah.
I've been trying to hold this in. You've been doing your thing.
Yeah.
Remember when Purdue literally just didn't want to play us last year because we were so good? Like,
Yes.
Can we mail that into? Can we just say, like, you don't really want to play? We're worried about COVID. I don't put that in. I don't know why I put that, but like they refused to play us not once, but twice. So yeah, we should just be able to mail that into. Like there's no, just save our guys.
Yes, I agree. Don't worry about the quarterback stuff and all the talk about Taiwan maybe coming back. Nah, somebody just go out to Kilroy's tonight or tomorrow, or drop your phone on the desk, and don't mask it up. Just make out with as many people as you can, and hopefully you can catch COVID and spread it out. So there you go. Previous meeting, let's talk about that, was in 2019. 2019, it was the Peyton Ramsey overtime game, double overtime. I was
Samson
there
James
in the sleet.
Supposedly breakout game.
It was whose?
Samson James.
Oh, well, you know what's funny about that game? He had a great first quarter, I want to say. And then maybe it was the first half. And then they kind of figured him out. But then Peyton Ramsey was great. 23 of 39, 337 yards, 3 touchdowns, no picks. That was a really fun game to watch. Freshman on freshman, Taiwan Mullen versus David Bell was a great matchup in that game. It was a good game overall. I mean, IU was just rolling at one point. I think it was 28-10. And I was feeling real comfortable at that point in the third quarter. And then, I don't know, we let Xander Horvath, who had like 0 yards rushing coming into the game, just go off. So
I always go to my in-laws for Thanksgiving. And, normally Saturday comes around and been at the house since Wednesday. So you get out of the house, and that game was so much fun. Like you mentioned, we were just kicking their ass. So me and my wife were like heavily drinking because we think we're just going to coast into this thing. And then you're like, oh, we'll leave, and watch the rest of the game at home when it's a blowout. But then it started to get close, and we started nervously drinking, and we end up getting like smashed. Like my wife got sick in her own parents' house when we got home because she was so wasted, because that game was so crazy. The game was bananas.
The game was bananas. I'm glad I was there. I've got some really good pictures. We had great seats. They ended up bringing the bucket like right over to my brother and I. It was some good stuff. So, all right, cool. Again, let's just I'm not trying to stick to format here. I mean, it's a rivalry game, so we'll do whatever we do. Okay, news. Do you want to say it, Brandon? Does it really matter? Can I kind of talk you off the ledge on what's happening right now?
A lot of people leaving.
Okay, so talk about the 2 that just got announced, and I'll tell you why it doesn't matter.
Because they're on the defensive line, DK Bonham and CJ Person.
Okay, so CJ Person kind of hurts a little bit. I thought he was going to be a good player. DK and CJ, they had a lot of opportunity, especially this year with a bad defensive line outside of our ends, to get on the field, right, Brandon? Did we see him?
Nope.
Were they healthy?
Yep.
Pretty sure. So does it really matter? I don't think so. There's a lot of incoming talent. There's a lot of freshman talent that's there that they didn't want to put on the field.
You can't ever say that about Purdue.
Oh.
And when it comes to the finer sex, I guess the better sex.
Wait, that was a joke. I think you meant to get off at a different time, but you just tried to squeeze it in there. It's fine.
Yeah,
it's fine. Okay. Seth, we're going to need you on this. Let's break down. Let me give you my part. Let me give you the parts of Purdue that I've seen. They're really bad at running the football, or they just don't do it because they're really good at throwing the football. Like one of the best in the country as far as passing efficiency, completion percentage. Probably yards per game. They average 346 yards per game throwing the football and a whopping 75.9 rushing the football. So what do we do here? They have two really good wide receivers. Payne Durham, is that his name? Tight end. Pretty good. He's no Hendershot, but he's pretty good. So yeah, it's like pick your poison at that point. If Tywone Mullen is back, you got to feel a little bit more comfortable about that.
I'm real scared about what David Bell does to a hurt Tywone Mullen.
Well,
Like that could be.
they've sat him out for how many
X-rated.
weeks now? It's been 3 weeks. So it's kind of half of the Maryland game, Rutgers, Michigan, Minnesota. So 3.5 weeks, basically, he's sat out.
Bourbon Bowl can't hold anything back now.
That's right. Last game of the year. That's right. You got to, I think you put him out there. I think Reese would be okay on, what's his name, Seth? Former number 17.
Milton Wright.
Yeah. He had himself a day last week, didn't he? Yeah. So it's like pick your poison there. I mean, if we're going to be honest, it's probably going to be Payne Durham that tears us up. Although Bryant Fitzgerald's been pretty decent the last few weeks here. Weird enough, Marcelino Ball, I don't know if you've noticed this the last couple of weeks, pretty decent in coverage. But again, this kid is like kind of built from the same cloth as Hendershot is, as far as like his body and the way he can move and get open and all that other stuff. So the one shining light that they do have is that their defense is not great. As far as stats go, they only average about 20 yards per game less than what we give up right now. So think about our defense. We average about 378 yards per game. They're throwing out about 354. So, if our offense could move the football at all, I would be a little bit encouraged on that. But yeah, there you go. So, anything you want to add there, Seth? What are we really missing on that?
The only thing you missed is Jackson Anthrop as kind of another slot receiver.
Guy. Yeah.
And then he's also makeshift running back right now. So they do lots of little gadget plays with him.
Yeah. That guy. I don't know how he's still eligible to play football, but it's got to be like, what's that? Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I'm pretty sure he's drawing a pension at this point.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, it's got to be like they just keep an Anthrop jersey in the locker room and somebody fills that spot at some point, and it doesn't matter. They just kind of slightly change the name a little bit. So, Brandon, anything else you want to add to what Purdue does good? What about on defense, Seth? Do you guys do anything good on defense? I thought you guys were pretty decent at defense to start the year.
We create pressure without getting sacks. So we kind of
Loftus and
yeah, right. He only has 3.5 sacks, but he's always in the backfield. He's always influencing the play. He holds up against the run, all that fun stuff. We have 3 pretty good safeties in Grant Allen and Jefferson. We turn people over. You know, it's pretty vanilla. It's pretty vanilla outside of that, though. I mean, there's not a lot to talk about.
Yeah. Is Allen related to Ricardo Allen?
I don't believe so.
Okay. I just figured safety, same last name, maybe. Cool. Brandon, anything else you want to add there?
Nope.
No.
I want to talk Purdue.
Okay.
Kidding me?
Well, I mean, that's kind of the whole
My
point of the
skin's
podcast.
crawling.
I
I feel
know, I figured.
dirty.
I figured. All right. Well, cool.
Like
Let's
it's
get.
2 a.m. at Harry's, and I just don't want to be
Why
here.
would you ever
at
go?
all.
I've never been there. I've partied, I don't know, in the tens amount of times at Purdue, and I've never been there. Joe's quite a bit. Where else? Is that a place? Isn't that where one of your basketball guys got arrested one night? Yeah. Brothers quite a few times. Like dollar Jaeger bomb test tubes or whatever the crap they used to do. Yeah, but never been to Harry's. Just because I don't want to go there and see the shirts I'm assuming are all over the wall and stuff like that. So okay. Speaking of shirts, let's get a super quick word from our sponsor, Monon Track Club. They've got some sick
high
shirts.
quality segue.
Yes.
Just gotta
MTC is Indiana's running brand built on a deep love for the sport. I can hear everybody saying this in the background at the same time. In the Hoosier State, they craft products, tell stories, and create what? Yes, you got it. That aim to celebrate, support, and add Indiana's running culture. Check out the link in the show notes for more details on their club runs in the shop. There's sick gear from shirts to hoodies to koozies. I think there's some beanies out there now for the cold weather people. As a thank you to our listeners, they are offering 10% off your order. Use promo code. Yep, that's LEO10 at checkout. Now, back to the show. Here we go again. Here we go again. Brandon, I'm going to ask the same question I asked last week. IU players to watch. Does it matter?
I'm gonna pick my two favorite players.
All right.
I mean, Chucky and Micah,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, because I can't think of anything on offense. What am I gonna do while we're on offense? I don't know. Go get a beer.
You won't be excited to watch Grant if Grant starts.
No, no, I won't be.
Okay. All right.
Again, there's a lot of storylines here. You know, how does Micah want to go out in his last game? How does our corners line up with these wide receivers? How do our safeties line up with the tight end? I think there's a ton of interesting stories on, you know, the IU defense, Purdue offense side. The offense defense side both stink, right? So like, who's going to be worse? I'm going to guess it's going to be IU's offense, but like, I'm not sure. I get to maybe watch Karlaftis. Yay. No, I mean, again, I will be likely scrolling Twitter and drinking beer while we have the ball.
Yeah. I'm going to pick Grant Grimmel. That's who I want to watch. Because, well, if he plays, you know, here we go with the tease again from CTA about, you know, all the quarterbacks and blah, 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 blah. So we'll see what actually happens. But I'm assuming it'll be the same story. Grant Grimmel, Run DMC. You know, I call him Run DMC because he doesn't throw the football. So we love him, though. We love DMAC. I'm going to watch Grant Grimmel. I think he looks really good in the pocket. We'll see what he does against what he doesn't consider pressure, but actual pressure from Karlaftis and everybody else. I mean, he's going to be double teamed, so it doesn't matter. Whatever, anybody else who can get off the line. Not a very hard line to get off of. So it'll be interesting to see. Stephen Carr with a little tease as well, possibly back in this game. They're trying to get as many of these players back for this last game as possible. He could be another one to watch too. It would be nice to have a legitimate running back there to at least offer some sort of a threat other than our quarterback trying to run out there. So on defense, you already mentioned Micah McFadden for sure. I'm going to say the corners, Taiwan Mullen, Big Play Jay, Reese Taylor. If we can get Taiwan back, then we'll finally have all three of them back fairly healthy. I don't ever believe that Taiwan Mullen was going to be back 100% this year. So to have all three of those back, that'll be fun to watch. If Taiwan doesn't look anything like what he looked against Maryland, it should be fine. So, yeah, that's it. Seth, you going to watch anybody on our team? Anybody kind of threatened at all by anybody on that side of the football, offense, defense?
I mean, Hendershot has a chance to go off. I think that's the one thing that scares me. We have some corners.
You don't throw the ball to him.
If
So you're saying if we run him RPO, you're worried?
No, he's saying if we put a quarterback back there,
I'm being a smart ass.
Yeah. If we put a quarterback back there,
if you start running smash routes, if you start running combination routes of some kind of GD crossing routes, and actually get some kind of, you know, play where a defensive back is put in a bind, like, then we might be in trouble.
Yes, but we would have to call those sort of plays before we can get into that sort of trouble. So, speaking of trouble, Brando's Randos, what you got, bud?
Boom! I got a litany.
Oh goodness,
a litany.
Somebody get the lawyer on the hook. Get him on the hook.
First is a non-Purdue IU game, but this is rivalry week, right? It's big. Have you guys ever, you know, attended, you know, a rivalry game that was non-IU Purdue, and if so, what was it?
That's a good question. Any sport or just football?
Any sport. So me, I'll give
Does
examples.
Michigan State
think.
Purdue a rivalry game or no? No, back in the day, I've been to that game.
So I've been to plenty Ravens Steelers games, and those games are just. I've never been in Baltimore because I might die. So I've only attended them in Pittsburgh. Those are pretty crazy. And then I've been late 90s Pacer Bulls games. I was a Pacer fan, and I was also like 12, right? But it was just fun. Like the United Center so loud and the fans going crazy. So I think those are both just electric atmospheres, Heinz Field and United Center in the late 90s. Yes, the Pacers won by 32 the other night. Last night. But yeah, so I mean those are two rivalries that I've kind of experienced that, is just something that you can't forget.
So I didn't think about it that way. So yes, I've been to
Any Colts Patriots games?
A handful of those games. Yeah. I've been to a handful of Pacers Knicks games during the 90s.
Oh, that would have been sweet.
Pacers Bulls during the 90s, Jordan and Miller. I'm trying to think anything else. Cubs, Cardinals, I've been to that. That's probably it. No hockey.
No, I've been to very few hockey games.
Trying to think.
Kind of hard tickets.
I've been to I went to a MAC championship, but I guess that doesn't count. I've been to a lot of stuff, but I wouldn't consider.
You ever been to any Cubs Cardinals games? The
Yeah,
Pirates aren't relevant.
Yeah, Cubs Cardinals. Yeah, I said that. That was in might have been opening day, maybe 2010 or 11, something like that. Yeah, it was cold. It was weird. What's up, Seth?
I'm going to go a little off the beaten trail here. I went to a Monon Bell game between, DePaul
Wabash
and
DePaul.
Wabash.
Yeah.
In the mid to late 90s. That was pretty cool for
I heard you just get sucked into that atmosphere. Like, even if you don't have a horse in the race, I heard it's a really, really good.
Did you cheer for DePaul?
To go to.
Yeah, my cousin was playing baseball at DePaul at the time.
There you go. Yeah, good deal. Good question. What's next?
All right. So now is the Brando's Randos where we rag on Purdue for a couple. What in this Seth, you can answer them or you can just get mad and walk out of the room for 5 minutes. What percentage of the population west of the Mississippi know what and or where Purdue is?
Oh. They do recruit Texas decent. Or they used to. I don't know if
it's
still
sub 50%, right?
Oh, dude, no. It's sub 30% probably. Because how many of them know they know where Indiana is, but they don't know where Bloomington is. Is that that how specific we're getting? Or are you talking about
could they say Purdue is a university in the Big Ten?
Could they say Purdue is a university in Indiana if they were asked where is
either
Purdue?
Or.
I think they think Purdue is the name of the town it's in too.
Yeah.
If you go to somebody in Nevada or
sub 30%,
Arizona,
under 30%.
I don't know. Nevada, Reno beat us a couple of years ago, so that might be a bad population to ask.
They did 2019, I think it was opening game 2019. It was
I went to bed up 14 and woke up the next morning and we lost by 3, I think, or something.
I remember watching it, and I never watched Purdue play, but I was telling Seth, there's some other people. I had to have been Seth. I was like, dude, you guys are going to lose that game. That's when you had Sindelar as your quarterback. You threw 423 yards that game. And you still lost.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Goodness.
Next question. And again, another jab at Purdue. What percentage of Big Ten fans could tell you the name of the Purdue quarterback and running back?
Oh, I couldn't even tell you. I couldn't tell you who their running back was until I looked it up.
Horvath, right? That's the name.
King Daru is their best running back, probably. Is he a sophomore?
Yeah, I think so.
So we're talking about, obviously Indiana does, and maybe Michigan State fan, but I'm talking the Nebraska fans, season. The Ohio State fans.
No, they don't care. They don't care about anybody but themselves.
But I think they knew Michael Penix, right? You know, they
Ohio
knew
State knows them. Yeah.
Less than a quarter.
Yeah. That sounds about right.
Okay. My next question, this is specifically for Seth. And I think because you asked us something like this going into the year, and it didn't rub me the wrong way, but I remember it. Right.
It didn't rub you the wrong way, but you remembered it 15 weeks later. All right.
Yeah.
Here we go.
So you guys are very, 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 very likely going to go 8-4. Would you take 8-4 every year with Jeff Brom and be, you know, third or fourth in the Big Ten or Big Ten West and be happy with it? Because you asked us that, and I think me and Michael both said Big Ten East. Yeah, we'll take that.
Basically,
but would you take that?
Take Iowa? Would you be Iowa?
So every 6 to 8 years we get to go to Indianapolis.
No, not even that. No,
No.
You're going 8. You don't get a 10-2 in there. You don't get a 9-3. You're going 8-4 every single year. Which means
I give him a lifetime contract.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't
a good answer.
expect
That's the right answer.
championships. I mean that if
You got to remember they went through Hope and
Hazel.
Hazel.
Hazel
were
was so
some
much worse than Hope
Bad
somehow.
years. Yeah. Well, the end of Hope was really bad, and then Hazel was just amazing.
Well, when you come from Kent State and just decide to keep recruiting Kent State guys,
Man, I miss him. I miss him so much, and his white quarter zip.
oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
All
no,
right.
no more Purdue ragging. That's
Didn't
I
he
got
get in
it, I got it
trouble
all out
real
of my
quick?
system. Yeah.
A little bit of Hazel ragging. Didn't he get in trouble for not wearing like the new? I'm pretty sure this is true. If Justin was on, our buddy
This
Justin, I
sounds
think he would
right.
know this. He got in trouble from Nike, I think, or from some sort of something for never changing his outfit. Not a different hat, a different shirt. From like trying, because that's part of it. That's why like the NFL is way worse than it is in college. Like if you look at like the Colts now, I don't know if Tomlin's doing it. It doesn't seem like a Tomlin thing, maybe a hat. They all have their military stuff on this month. Everybody, coach, everybody's got it all on. And then next month they'll go to whatever the new thing is Nike's putting out. Hazel never changed anything ever. He always wore the same stuff every game. So I thought that was crazy. Man, I miss him so much.
They had such optimism in 2014. Now I'm looking at it. Oh, Hazel's going to be the difference. Oh God, it's so sad.
He lost
Yeah.
4 consecutive.
Welcome to our equivalent to that was Archie Miller.
Ugh.
We were so happy Tom Crean was leaving, and we were getting the next, savior of Indiana basketball, and it was disastrous. All right. So, all right. My last question here. Last Brando's Randos, and I went back and forth between asking this now, or I don't know our podcast schedule. So I just want to ask this question now. How into bowl season do you guys get, right? Because, obviously this will be the last pregame IU question, and we're definitely going to have a weekly podcast. Michael and I haven't decided what that's totally going to look like yet. We'll probably do a season wrap up and then maybe like a Big Ten bowl preview podcast or something like that. But I wanted to ask you guys specifically, how into the bowl games do you guys get?
Not at all, probably.
I don't watch until New Year's Eve or New Year's 6. I don't watch a single bowl game.
I'll probably watch I won't watch it like as intense as I would watch a normal game, but I might watch Purdue's just to see like what they do.
I most definitely won't.
Maybe. I just remember the last one. Was that the Music City Bowl, the last one? 2018? Would have been your last bowl, I think. I remember where I was. That's just because it was literally like a murder on the field. But it's not your fault. It's not your fault, Seth. Don't take it like that. But I was in 4-Day Ray, a local brewery here. I was in
Great
there.
food.
Yeah.
Average beer.
Beckett was like my oldest son. He was like,
They won't be
I
sponsored.
don't know, 3 months old, maybe something like that. 2 months old. It was the first time we had taken him out. And I remember because our buddy was there. I just talked about Justin a little bit. He spent so much money to be like, in a sweet level area, and like I felt so bad. It felt so bad because it wasn't like a build up to a beat, like just total. I won't want to say beat down, but just everything went Auburn's way, and there were a lot of future NFL players on that team too. But yeah,
I might watch the Pitt game because a lot of Pitt and Kenny Pickett and Steelers. So
that'll be fun. Anything that Pitt's in is going to be like 100,
54-49.
Yeah.
Because again, kind of similar to Purdue, they're one of those teams with the offensive metrics are through the roof and the defensive metrics are towards the bottom. So high entertainment value for Pitt and Purdue.
Oh man, that'd be a great bowl game.
Pitt versus Purdue would be fantastic.
That'd be so good.
They don't really match up. I guess a little bit. I'd have to look. I think Pitt is probably a little too good for Purdue.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Pitt's going to win the ACC, man.
Oh, I mean, we wouldn't be 0-8 if we were in the ACC. I'll tell you that much.
But all I'm saying, I'm not saying maybe not the Pitt team is better, but like if Pitt wins the ACC, they're not going to be matched with Purdue is where I was going with. Like,
okay,
yeah, probably put the teams on paper. They're probably pretty even, but just the way the bowl matchups with it, no chance it's going to happen.
Yeah, I'd pay a little bit of attention. I used to watch like every single one when I was in college, but now as I'm older, I will only watch a bowl game if it's a game I would have watched during the regular season. So like I'm not watching Middle Tennessee versus, I don't know, Florida International or something like that.
Unless that's the Bahamas Bowl. The Bahamas Bowl is fire every year.
I got to get one more.
Never bet bowl games.
Yeah,
never.
Well, I love betting bowl games. That's one of my favorite things.
No, so unpredictable. So it makes sense that, that Bragg and I won't be watching bowl games because, our NFL teams are still relevant. Seth, how are you going to fill your weekends now that, you'll have a few week break to watch football?
Purdue basketball, thankfully. I don't know. Yeah, we're in that crossover season. So there's not that long stretch of January through March where it's just sheer kind of there's nothing else to fill in time.
Yeah.
Awesome. What else? Is that it?
That's it.
That's the end of it. All right. Well, let's tap into producer Seth Sack. What do you got, bud?
All right. James Franklin, 10-year deal extends him.
God.
Yeah. So so he's not going to USC.
Who is?
Well, that doesn't matter. That's not my question.
Okay.
If you were the athletic director and CTA was in his final year of his contract this year, what would be your offer?
3 years.
I think you got to do a full recruiting cycle. I think you got to go 4 or 5. But that don't matter.
3 years with an option, but he has, and I just found this out this week. I think I knew this, but I didn't really pay that much attention to it. He has, well, until now, the 3rd largest buyout in the country. So he also has the 26th ranked recruiting class coming in next year. So you have to give him at least, like a full cycle or at least three with an option. And so we'll see what happens.
CTA is the man. He's the least of our worries. We're not, again, I know I was kind of hard on him on the last podcast, but again, I want CTA. He gives us the best opportunity to win as an IU coach in the last 30 years. We can't find anyone better than him. I'd be cool to lock up CTA for 10 years if we wanted. Because he's only going to learn. He's only going to grow. On the James Franklin news, I want him to be at Penn State for 10 years.
Yeah, me too.
I want Harbaugh. I want Fleck. I want rivalry. I want Brom to be here forever because I don't think Brom's very good. The Brominator. I want Brom to be at Purdue. The fact that he put this season together is fantastic. All these bad coaches, and I guess other fan bases can lump Allen into that too. I guess I wouldn't, but other fan bases can. I want all these clowns and frauds to stay here forever. Good. I do kind of want Mel Tucker out though. I've kind of changed my tune on Mel Tucker.
I'm not worried about Mel Tucker, Bob. I'm not. I'm not worried about Mel
You can
Tucker.
go to LSU.
Look at his team. His team is full of transfers, and they're all
And
gone.
that almost makes it more impressive that he was able to do a 1-year turnaround.
They're all gone. Don't worry about them.
IU kind of need to replicate with Mel Tucker. That's for another podcast. But
Where's Mel Tucker's recruiting class? They're decent, 4th in the Big Ten. They've got 21 commits to our 14, so it's all based on the amount of
accumulation
points you
of
have.
points. Yeah.
They have one more 4-star, and that's it. They have no 5 stars or anything. It's the same thing with, we're right behind Rutgers. Rutgers has 16 commits. We have 14. Purdue right behind us at 18 commits, but they're way behind us at 12 points behind us or whatever. So yeah, I'm not worried about Mel Tucker, Bob. Not worried about him. Just to put this into perspective, the first 6 teams in the next year's recruiting class. Ready? Penn State. What division are they in?
East.
Ohio State.
East.
Michigan.
Not West.
Michigan State.
Not West.
Rutgers.
Not West.
IU.
East.
Purdue. Oh. And then you've got Purdue, Northwestern, Wisconsin, Illinois, Minnesota, and then Maryland, Iowa, Nebraska. Poor Nebraska. They're 3-8. I just saw that. That's nasty.
Hey, don't forget we're like 2 days away from Pat Fitzgerald to the Bears talk. So
Yep. Well, I've already talked about it.
ESPN
It's happening.
Chicago
It's
is going to
done.
be unbearable.
It's done.
All right, here's another one. A lot of states have, or a lot of schools have non-conference rivals. IU doesn't really have one. Is there?
It used to be Kentucky. It
That-
used to be Kentucky in football.
Thank you. Is there a rivalry you wish IU could develop or redevelop out of conference? Notre Dame, Cincinnati, Kentucky.
I think Cincinnati
Any I'm
might turn
missing?
into something. I really do. We'll
God, I
see how
hope
next
Luke
year
Fickell.
goes.
I'm so happy Luke Fickell's not at Penn State. Could you imagine how bad that would be?
Is he going? Fickle's gone then, right? Fickle's going to USC.
He's the hottest coach in America, right?
Fickle's gone. Yeah,
Man, that would have been so. Penn State's
everything's
recruiting
falling apart
power
for them.
East Coast ties, East Coast NIL money, plus a good coach like
Who's that? Who you
Luke
talking
Fickell
about?
to Penn State.
Oh, yeah, that wouldn't have been good. But
Mhm.
now he'll just recruit them all over to the West Coast. I wanted to see their recruiting rankings for next year. National ranking. Cincinnati. They're 32nd with 29 commit or 19 commits, 1 4-star. So they're close to us, not the amount of talent. I put this in inverted commas because what does it matter? 4 stars are what they are. They have to still be developed and turned into something on the field. But they're close.
Yeah. To answer my answer to Seth, that's a really good question, Seth. Obviously it's Kentucky, but if it's not Kentucky, I'd like to see Louisville.
Yeah, that's going to start. That starts
for some
in
reason.
2 years or
I
something.
irrationally dislike Louisville.
Yeah,
I don't
either.
have
I
that
don't like 'em
feeling
either.
towards Cincinnati, right? Like it's just a shitty city. It's a crappy university.
You're not going with me next year?
I mean, do you want to get in a fight?
Not
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
So Louisville would be my second option there if I had to go.
20. That's
But-
2023 for us, by the way. I think
But
that
to
starts.
give Jeff Rabjohns of Peegs 247 some credit, the Big Ten needs to start scheduling like the SEC.
Yeah.
Like no
For
more of
non-conference.
these for non-conference, but none of these tough non-conference. Like, and if you do a non-conference game, do it, a team that's all okay, right? Like, there's no reason Oregon should be playing Ohio State, right? That's just a negative for both of those.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, we didn't know Cincinnati was going to be Cincinnati when Kevin Wilson signed that up, but still, why? That's only a lose-lose situation. If IU beat Cincinnati, okay, And then I'm talking about when he signed it up this year, obviously big potential. But if they lose, it's like, oh my God, a freaking American team beat a Big Ten team. So Seth, it's a great question. It would be Kentucky, Louisville, but I hope we're not playing Kentucky. I hope we're not playing Louisville. I was originally excited about the Notre Dame series. It's honestly, why? I mean, it's just, especially when you play in the Big Ten East, you're just sort of throwing another likely loss on your schedule. So, I'm cool with playing Southern Illinois and Illinois State and Western Kentucky and Ball State. Like that could be a 4-game non-conference. I'd be all for.
Do you want to hear 2023? You don't want to hear it.
Probably not.
You ready? Ohio State, Indiana State, Louisville at Lucas, Akron, and then at Maryland, at Penn State, Rutgers, at Illinois, at Michigan State, Wisconsin, Michigan, at Purdue.
That could be another 3 or 4 wins.
That's a very tough schedule. Now, I don't think Louisville is nothing what they were even when we scheduled it.
They're very
decent.
Maryland, right? Like they score a ton of points and they give up a ton of points.
Yeah, they're decent. They've got a good quarterback. I'm assuming he's
they always have really good skill positions, but like
what's his name?
Front
McKenzie
seven and
or
offensive
something?
line is normally.
Yeah, they've got another athletic like Lamar Johnson or Lamar Jackson.
Wow.
Sorry, Lamar. I don't. He's not a very good quarterback to me.
He's a
Lamar
very
Jackson,
good running back.
Lamar Jackson and Teddy Bridgewater kind of mix of a quarterback right now. I think he'll be gone by then, but again, they'll just have another one. So we'll see how it goes. So yeah, we play Lucas, and then they do at Louisville, 2024.
Yeah,
is that it?
I have something for producer Seth, and obviously Bragg, you can chime in. Your Cincinnati Bearcats are in the college football playoff. Are you ready for when Oklahoma State beats Oklahoma and Baylor to jump them?
I was just doing the math on this before the podcast, and I'm trying to figure out how Cincinnati gets squeezed. And the only way is Oklahoma State.
I agree.
You guys don't think Michigan? You don't think
No.
Michigan has a shot?
If they beat Ohio State, sure, that ain't gonna happen.
Okay, so here's the rest of Cincinnati's schedule. So Cincinnati they're at East Carolina. That's nothing.
Snooze.
But then
They play Houston.
yeah, and they haven't played Houston this year. They have not. Yeah,
They'll beat Houston. No, it's
So-
it's Oak State. I didn't do the math, but I read enough before this podcast. Pretty much Notre Dame can't jump them. There's no way. Notre Dame didn't play.
Stanford is too bad. Yeah.
They
but
just
you guys
don't
got to
play.
remember, you got to do the math, right? The Purdue is better than Alabama math.
Transitive properties.
Yeah. So who did they beat? Who did Stanford beat? Oregon. Who did
Ohio
Oregon
State.
beat? Ohio State. So technically, Stanford is better than Ohio State. So
It's a good win. It's
If
not a bad loss.
Notre
You know what I
Dame
mean?
wins, they basically beat Ohio State by however many the points difference is. So keep that in consideration. That is how the committee thinks. By the way, Houston first place in the American Conference at 8-0 in the conference. Watch out. They've won 10 straight.
Remember when we all were at the Cincinnati game and they weren't that good?
Well, I told you guys, I told you before the game, they're not that good. But what did we do? Pew, 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 in our feet over and over and over again. So
You ready to get the predictions?
it was so hot that game too. It wasn't our fault. Yeah, I don't have one, but I'll make it up as we go. Seth, what do you got? I already know. Put an L. Okay, what's the score?
Yeah, I had at the beginning of the season, I would have had IU by 18.
You did.
I now have Purdue by 20, 34-14.
Oh, nice. Giving us 14 points. That's a win for me. Okay.
Again, so this defense is pretty similar to Maryland's when you look at it on paper. So I think we score, but I don't think we score enough. And I think Purdue can throw the ball a lot. We really struggled like that against Maryland. I think this is very similar to Maryland game, and we're slightly worse now than we were then. 42-20.
I wrote in, as you were talking for yourself, I wrote in 41-28, but I'll erase that. 42-20. Okay. I mean, somebody's got to do it.
I gave 42-20, Seth.
Oof. I'll do it. Let me look at the spread. What's the spread, Seth?
15.
What is it?
15, I thought.
15.
15?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
It's an easy bet. I'll do it because I hate myself.
Listen. Seth said it. Seth's heard it. Anything can happen in this game. I'm pretty sure the team that I'm positive the IU team that lost 80 something to 20 something in Wisconsin went into Purdue and beat Purdue on a goal line interception by some guy named Mike something. That's all I remember. Why not? I mean, let's do, I don't know what, who cares? Whatever. IU wins in overtime.
Put the pipe down. Put it down.
37. No, we're not going to score. Yeah, we might. Let's go.
If it's overtime, there's like 9 overtime.
37. 34. IU wins. 37-34.
And we score, they kick a field goal and we get a walk-off touchdown is how you're saying that, right?
No. Yeah, they kick. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yep. 37-34. IU wins. Grant Grimmel.
Build a statue. Literally, if that happens, build a statue right outside Memorial Stadium.
300 plus. And he's 308. 300 through the air, 80 on the ground.
How about 30 in the air, 80 on the ground?
I said Grimmel, not
McCullough. Okay.
Not D-Mac.
Our special guest fell asleep watching Lego Avengers.
Oh, so your son was the special guest. Okay.
But he had Purdue.
Oh, he did not.
He did not.
He did not have Purdue. Go get your wife. Let her pick.
She's out on the town.
It would have been, oh, nice. Good for you. Okay. I don't need to put this out for everybody. All right. I don't have any other. I mean, we've done the final statements. Brandon, do you have anything to say?
No. I've
Seth,
said way too much in this podcast.
It's been such a good podcast. I love going off script and just doing it like this. This is great.
Boiler up.
Oh my God. Be sure to check out the pod on Twitter. I'm not even plugging Facebook anymore. I don't even think it exists. It's Facebook. I'm sorry. It's Twitter at podcast LEO. Be sure to download, follow, rate, review on all of the platforms. As I said last time or the time before that, we are now on the Googles. I didn't even know Google Podcast was a thing until one time I was talking to somebody in the line, whatever. They said Google Podcast. I was like, I don't know. So I just kept going. So we'll talk to you after the game. And I'm telling you guys, just watch out. I've seen a really bad IU team. Now, granted, the offense had at least been Chappell. So pull this off before. So hopefully, please, it's been 8 straight weeks of just dreadful Monday podcast recording. Hopefully we have a good one for you. Until then, he's going to say it or else he doesn't show up again. We love you guys. Elio.
Contractually obligated Leo.
Yes, he said it.
Leo. Awesome day. Leo. Thank you so much, Rick. I appreciate that. Leo. All right, great. Leo. Appreciate you guys. Leo. You're welcome, Dave. Have a great day. Leo. Have a great day. Leo. Appreciate you being here with us. Have an awesome day. And Leo. Oh, thank you so much. Leo. Well, thanks so much. Leo. Hey, thanks so much, Mike. Appreciate that. Leo. Appreciate you guys, man. Have an awesome day. Elio. Awesome. Elio. Elio.